interesting thing in there, if you're looking for a reason, Winston Peters spent a long time talking about the economy, and in fact he attacked capitalism and said that it was a foe of the New Zealand people rather than a friend. Now, it has been a long time around this parliament when somebody in a government has attacked capitalism like that. I can tell you they do not attack capitalism around here. Even the Labour Party doesn't talk like that. Winston Peters saying that is the reason why he has gone for significant change. He does not want the status quo anymore. He has gone for an agenda that brings change and will again make capitalism the friend of the New Zealand people.
Patrick, we saw the delight of the Labour Party.
It's the time that I've heard whispered around the place that that's when he's going to make the announcement. So he's going to come down one of these elevators, which we're all kind of waiting for anytime soon, and head towards the Beehive, which is where he's going to hold the press conference. That's all we know at this stage. I have also heard murmurings that some clapping was heard from the Labour Party officers as well. So that's another thing to think about. Take from that what you like.
Lloyd.
Well, kia ora, good evening. If you've just joined us, we have broken into normal programming to bring you the news the country has been waiting to hear.
The decision from New Zealand First on which coalition partner the party has chosen to go with.
Well, political editor Patrick Gower joins us now from Parliament. And Patrick, yesterday you told us that there would be an announcement this afternoon. What's happened?
Well, Winston Peters has really dragged this out. He has pushed both major parties to the very brink. He has pushed the country to the brink in an act of incredible political brinkmanship, pushed them to the limits as he has pushed negotiations to the limit. But I can tell you right now, this is the Beehive Theaterette. It is ready to go. There will be an announcement. I've been told that Winston Peters is with his MPs right now, having a short meeting with them, and then he will come here to make the announcement. Now, the most significant thing that has happened in the last few minutes is that clapping has been heard from the Labour officers. Clapping has been heard from the Labour officers. That could mean that there has been an announcement, obviously in favour of the Labour Party, that Labour have won this, that Labour have been the ones that Winston Peters has.
In House where Lloyd Burr is standing by, and I guess if you were smart, you would put that plinth or the Winston step on Tray Me, wouldn't you, Lloyd?
That's right, exactly. Why wouldn't you? If there's one thing that Winston Peters is good at, it is waiting. He has kept us waiting for 25 days. He's kept us waiting all of today. Yesterday he said that the announcement would be this afternoon. This afternoon is fast running out, and so we're all here waiting for him, waiting for him to come down one of these elevators. His office is on the 13th floor of this building. He's up there with his MPs having a bit of a chat at the moment, and he is just keeping us waiting. There's been floods of people come out. Some of them are his staffers, the executive assistants.
Whatever moves he makes, we'll be watching him. Winston Peters, that is. That's the Beehive Theaterette, where he is expected to
stream from here in the Theaterette. Now, the rumour mill really has been going crazy. Earlier on, as I said, reports of clapping coming out of the Labour Party, a clarification on that they were actually clapping about Family Feud just before 6 p.m. So not a lot that we can read too much into that. But what we do know is that Winston Peters was seen sneaking into the Labour Party headquarters today. That caused a lot of consternation with the National Party that believe he's going that way. We also know that the National Party have made the first leak of the negotiations to the National Business Review, saying that they are refusing to give Winston Peters the numbers of ministers they want. That could be.
And we're going to leave sport there because we understand that Winston Peters is on the move.
We are now seeing pictures at Bowen House. There is political reporter Lloyd Burr looking quite disappointed that wasn't Winston Peters, but we do understand he's on his way down.
Yeah, I've been told that he's on his way leaving Bowen House now. This is Bowen House. These are the elevators in which he's expected to leave in. There is a back door, though, that he could leave, and he has left on that back door many times, jumped in a car and gone across the road. But
Okay.
yeah, so I'm sure Jacinda Ardern will make her way out soon and head down. Excuse the sweat because it's a big run from one side of Parliament to the other. I'm sure she'll come out and she'll make some kind of statement when she's ready. And once she's had the sign-off from the Greens, she'll jump in the Crown car and head up to the Governor-General, where she'll ask Dame Patsy Reddy if she can form a government. And that's the next step, really, is once all those numbers are up and ready, boom, shake the room. She can form a government.
Thank you very much, Lloyd. Now, we are going to go back to our political editor, Patrick Gower, who is...
One of these.
And what's the plan from there, Lloyd?
Oh, we've got a whole lot of MPs. Hey, guys, do you know which way you're going?
New Zealand First
Did you
MPs
let it run, Mark?
clearly...
Do you know which way you're going?
Sure he doesn't fall over.
Yeah, oh, mate, I won't.
Look after Billy.
Tracy, you got any words? Guys, which way is it going to go?
Coming out now.
See you over there, eh?
Hopefully. Shane Jones, you must have some wide words.
The corridor is with the rangatira, mate.
This means that Winston Peters must be on his way. The next elevator. Right, this one's on 13. Okay. Right, so the magic number is 13. It's also an unlucky number, but this one here is coming down from 13, so it must be Winston Peters here. Here we go. Oh, he's done a cheeky stop on number 2. That might mean he's going out the back door. Oh, this is what it's been like all week. Actually, it's been like this for 2 weeks. Sneaking around Parliament trying to find out which entry and which exit he's going into. It's just gone up to 3, up to 4. Maybe he's forgotten something. He's forgotten his speech notes or something. That's all we've got. But what we do know is that all his MPs have gone over to the Beehive. They're all getting their front row seats, back row seats, whatever seats they're going to have, because this is a historic moment. This is Winston Peters choosing what kind of government we're going to have for the next 3 years. Is he going National? Is he going Labour and the Greens? Huge.
Lloyd Burr there from Bowen House. So we don't know if Winston Peters has snuck out the back door as...
Derek Ball, Tracy Martin, they were all there. Now, Winston Peters has still not come with them. That's his MPs. They're in there now, but no sign of Winston Peters. Make of that what you will. It may be the way that he's trying to come here without being seen by Lloyd Burr and the other cameras over there. But
we're just seeing pictures now of Winston Peters in the elevator.
Okay, great.
That's Lloyd Burr at Bowen House. So he's on his way.
He's got in the lifts. He's in the lifts.
And we did hear Shane Jones say the korero will come from the rangatira. So they are not talking at the moment, waiting for Winston Peters to have that moment as he makes his way to the Beehive Theatrette to make the announcement. So that will be happening shortly. We can see the press gallery waiting there. And
let's go back now to Patrick Gower. Patrick.
And announce them today. That'll be for someone else. Can I just say, far too many New Zealanders have come to view today's capitalism not as their friend, but as their foe. And they are not all wrong. That is why we believe that capitalism must regain its human face. That perception has influenced deeply New Zealand First negotiations. We had a choice to make, whether it was either with National or Labour, for a modified status quo.
Winston Peters wouldn't answer my question. There is now on the stage.
Thank you very much for coming along and for being patient and waiting out this event. You may not believe it, but I am truly grateful to you that you've turned up. Let's begin by thanking both the National and Labour parties for the manner in which these negotiations... We had a choice to make, whether it was either with National or Labour, for a modified status quo or for change. In our negotiations, both National and Labour were presented with that opportunity, working together, cooperating together for New Zealand. That's why, in the end, we chose a coalition government of New Zealand First with the New Zealand Labour Party. Thank you very much. Any questions?
How many portfolios have you got?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting question and an important question, actually. Winston Peters saying there that he has formed the government in the first place with the New Zealand Labour Party, and it is up to them to go and get the support of the Greens. So that actually hasn't been sorted out as yet, but it will probably be a fait accompli now. Winston Peters has changed the government. The Greens will want to support that. They will obviously go to their membership and most likely get sign-off, because If they don't sign it off, Jacinda Ardern won't be Prime Minister and Bill English probably will be. The question is whether the Greens will be inside the coalition that Winston Peters has said he will form with the Labor Party. He will be in coalition with them. It could be that the Greens have to support that from outside, or there may be a way for them to come inside and have ministerial roles as well. Now, Winston Peters was asked in there, will he be Deputy Prime Minister of New Zealand? Will he be Jacinda Ardern's deputy? He has not apparently made a decision on that. He says Jacinda Ardern has offered him the deputy role. He's yet to make a decision on that. It sounds as if there are ministerial roles as well. Winston Peters did not want to say what they are, and it sounds also as if he will leave the policy agenda, of which there are going to be significant changes. He will leave that perhaps to be announced with Jacinda Ardern as well, so that's got to be sorted out also. But incredible scenes, extraordinary. Winston Peters has changed the government of New Zealand and made Jacinda Ardern Prime Minister. Now, the next steps from here, obviously Jacinda Ardern will have to go public at some point, and perhaps with Winston Peters now, and also decide on what kind of roles he ends up taking up. I think the most interesting thing in there, if you're looking for a reason, Winston Peters spent a long time talking about the economy, and in fact he attacked capitalism and said that it was a foe of the New Zealand people rather than a friend. Now, it has been a long time around this parliament when somebody in a government has attacked capitalism like that. I can tell you they do not attack capitalism around here. Even the Labor Party doesn't talk like that. Winston Peters saying that is the reason why he has gone for significant change. He does not want the status quo anymore. He has gone for an agenda that brings change and will again make capitalism the friend of the New Zealand people.
Patrick, we saw the delight of the Labor Party in their caucus room, but I'm just wondering, have you had any reaction at this stage from National, who, up until about 10, 15 minutes ago was still in government, or still had